Hi, I'm going to try and keep this as brief as possible. I'm trying to introduce a community group page on Facebook for people who have experienced sexual assault or anything of abuse in that nature. I'm not trying to expose anyone or get people to talk openly about their stuff. That's not what I mean. For me, it's more the experiences of dealing with the services that have been recommended by the police and others that I feel haven't quite done what they say they're gonna do. And what I mean by that is I feel like um, I feel like I've sort of been left to deal with this by myself. I have phoned the services that were provided, and I've not really had much of a response from them. I get there's a waiting list, and I get I'm not the only one dealing with mental health and going through a crisis. It's just I felt a bit kind of um like I don't really know who to talk to about my situation. I know I'm meant to call a counsellor, so I was waiting. I was waiting for Lift Psychology to come back to me with a response with that. I spoke to someone there, only to find out they can't really help me more. And in that situation, I felt a bit well. This is not something that's just gonna I'm gonna get over overnight. This is something I need to work through, and I feel a bit let down by the counselling I've had so far. I feel a little bit like, well, I've now got to then phone these companies to try and talk about my issues, and um, I haven't really gotten through to anyone worthwhile talking to. No offense. And I'm trying to be as respectful as I can about the services. I am trying to be positive, like, I'll find someone to talk to, but so far it's been a bust. And I feel lucky enough that I'm sane enough not to be in such a situation that I would hurt myself or do anything bad. But I feel like I shouldn't have to be in that circumstance in order for some of these services to provide support. And I've talked to other people, friends, and other people that have been through similar situations and have had the same or similar experiences when dealing with certain services. And of course, if you know when you've been through some sort of trauma, it's not easy to always deal with certain situations straight away, especially phoning people and talking about it as you're dealing with it. It can be quite a lot to process. And I feel like I, I, I feel like there should be more done from the services than there are. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to blame the services. I get they are trying to do what they can, but at the same time, it's like, well, you know, I should have had phone calls like from weeks ago talking about this, and it's actually been months, and I haven't heard a response from anyone other than the police. I mean, the police have been pretty good, but other than them, everybody else has been kind of like leaving me sort of. I feel like I've been simmering. Um, I, I felt like I couldn't cope in my job because I do care, so I've stepped away from that. But yeah, I'm trying to process it and deal with it, and get I'm watching psychology videos and things like that online, but that's not enough. And there's not really a quick fix solution. So anyway, that's what I've experienced, and I've heard other people experience similar issues. So what I wanted to do is create a community group chat, a support group, as you will, for people who have been through abuse or going through abuse. Um, I'm not a counsellor or psychologist myself, so I couldn't advise on any of the deep subjects. but I felt I wanted to at least talk about maybe the services that you've experienced, and maybe some of the positives and the negatives of each one. Like, maybe some have helped eventually down the line. Maybe it is the case of persevering, but at the same time, you know, highlighting the issues that, in the between time of waiting for appointments and all of that. What, how else are we supposed to cope with it? And obviously every day, you know not every day will be easy, and it depends on how you deal with it. And obviously, if you're open and out about it, but then some people aren't, the opposite. They don't really want to face it, and that's fine. Everyone has their own way of coping with it, but at the same time, you know it you know I don't want to traumatize people further by talking about it, but at the same time, I'm aware these issues need addressing. So I feel like I've made the Ladybug group on Facebook for people to come and chat and just talk about stuff that they've been through. If that's something that interests you, please come along. I'm willing to listen at least. I don't know if I can give too much advice on, say, the psychology and the counselling side of it, but we can look at positive steps and go forward, and hope, support each other, and in phoning the services that need phoning at least, and trying to find some positive outcome out of the whole situation. That's the best I can probably do. And hopefully we can invite a group of people that maybe I can, hopefully some, if you are a psychologist or counsellor, maybe you would like to come to the page to try and support people as well as a outlet. That's that I'm more welcome for professionals to try and do, maybe, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go now, and thank you. Bye.